Alisha, spot on, 26 plus 9. Alisha, here it is. I'm just, I have the 26 names with me. I'm just, cropping it because it's on a WhatsApp chat. Let me just crop it a little bit. Alisha, be with me. Let me just crop the names and put it on the Surface device. Okay. There you go. There you go. I have it with me right now. Opening the photos, Alisha. 26 names. 26 names with Republic right now. I have the 26 names, and we're just going to open up the names on the screen right now. Let's open up the names on the screen, please. 26 names with Republic, and let's put the names. Let's put the full list of the names here on the Surface device. Abhishek is live with me. Abhishek is live with me, and let me open up the names of the 26 MLAs. Here you have it. Here, if my video journalist can just focus on this, please. Look at this. 26 MLAs. 26 MLAs who are with. Just look at this. 26 names. 26 names on Republic. Those are the 26 names. And 26 MLAs. I'm going to put this up on another bigger screen. On another bigger screen. 26 names. 26 names. I've just shared it with the entire team here. So I'm just going to open up 26. Okay, okay, you can take a look at this. These are the 26 names that I've just shared. In fact, Dr. Tanaji Jaiwant Savant, Balaji Devidasara, Kalyakar, Prakash Anandrao, Abitkar, Abdul Sattar, Eknath Sambhaji Sinde, Sanjay Pandurang Shirsat, Srinivasa Chintaman Vanaga, Mahesh Shinde, and these are details coming in right now. I have all the names. Let's open up the 26, please. Can we open up the 26? 26. And we're just, sharing the details right now. Vishwanath Bhoir, Sandeepan Rao Bhumre, Shantaram More, Ramesh Bornare, Anil Babur, Chiman Rao Patel, Shambhuraj Desai. There you have it, the 26 names. Let's please cut to the Surface device right now where you can see 26 names here. I have the 26 names with me. If I can just show our viewers. The 26 MLAs, we are told, the full details are here with us right now on Republic. Let me just show that for you. The full 26. The MVA 26 in Surat. The MVA 26 in Surat. Dr. Tanaji Jaiwant Savant. I have the copy with me. Let me read out Dr. Tanaji Jaiwant Savant, Balaji Devidasara Kalyakar, Prakash Anandrao Abitkar, Abdul Sattar, Eknath Shinde, Sanjay Pandurang Shirsat, Srinivasa Chintaman Vanaga, Mahesh Shinde, Sanjay Remulkar, Vishwanath Bhoir, Sandeepan Rao Bhumre, Shantaram More, Ramesh Bornare, Anil Babur, Chiman Rao Patel, Shambhuraj Desai, Shahaji Bapu Patel, Mahendra Dalvi, Pradeep Jaiswal, Mahendra Thorve, Kishore Patil, Bharat Shet Gogawale, Gyanraj Shogde, Balaji Kinkar, Suhas Kande, Sanjay Gaikwad, the entire 26 list of names with us. 26 names of those who are in the resort. My colleague Abhishek is also joining me live right now. And Alisha spot on. Alisha spot on. And Alisha said that there were 26 and 9 more are headed. And the full list is with us. Let me go across to Abhishek. Abhishek, if you're there, 35 would mean end game. Let me go across to Alisha as well. Alisha, 35 names. I think you were right. You just broke the details and we've accessed the 26 names who are already in the resort. Alisha.
Well, of course, Narendran, we know that already 26 MLAs who are already in Surat and Le Meridien Hotel, and 9 are on their way. So there are 35 in total, 35 who are in touch with Eknath Shinde, and they've been rebellion. And important, if I...
Be with me, Alisha, be with me. I have to take a short break. Sorry for this. I have to take a short break. Stay with me. Stay on the phone line. I'll take a break and come back. Let's quickly take a 60-second break, please. In fact, the numbers are slipping so quickly for the Maharashtra government, the Mahavikas Aghadi Alliance. In fact, this is the number. I have the full list of 26 MLAs who are right now at a resort in Surat. The story is moving so quickly. Sharad Pawar is rushing from Delhi to Mumbai right now. Sharad Pawar rushing to take stock of his alliance here in Maharashtra. But these are the list of 26 names inside the Surat hotel. They're inside the Surat hotel. I'm going across to my colleague Abhishek, who's accessed the full names of 26. Alisha broke that 26 were there and 9 were en route. 26 inside the hotel in Surat, 9 en route. 35 are with Eknath Shinde. Abhishek is joining me now. Abhishek has the full details. Abhishek, 35 would mean effectively game over.
Well, exactly. So the game is over once 35 number is reached. In fact, sources tell us, Niranjan, that the number is already with them. It's just a matter of 9 more MLAs reaching Surat, after which, further action would happen based on verification of the same. But what is important is that this is essentially a rebellion within the Shiv Sena, Niranjan. Eknath Shinde has been unhappy for a while with the party leadership, at the manner in which he has been sidelined, at the manner in which he has been treated of late. And this was in the making for a while is what we are being told. The reflection of which was that Shiv Sena lost its candidate in the Rajya Sabha polls, and the MVA alliance failed to get its 6th candidate win in the MLC elections that concluded just yesterday. And if you look at the BJP numbers of the MLAs that they have managed, they have 106 in the Maharashtra Assembly. Despite that, in the Rajya Sabha elections, 123 MLAs voted for the BJP candidates, and the number increased to 134 in MLC polls yesterday. Now, if you look at it, in the 288-member Assembly of Maharashtra, the halfway mark is 145, BJP has 134, so effectively 11 short. With these dynamics now, 35 MLAs of the Shiv Sena, and there are, remember, of the 134 that went to the BJP, 7 are independents. So this is these numbers of, as of now, 26, maybe later 35. This is excluding of the independents. So you are going to see a consequence of this or domino effect of this on the stability of the Maharashtra Vikas Alliance government in Maharashtra, which is increasingly looking wobbly with this rebellion led by Eknath Shinde. As we get more information, we'll keep coming back to you, Niranjan. But fast-paced developments happening insofar as Maharashtra politics is concerned, and the stability of the MV alliance. You just reported Sharad Pawar is flying back to Mumbai from New Delhi, which means the opposition meeting, which was slated for later in the day on the presidential candidate of opposition, even that gets put paid to with the Sharad Pawar not being there and Sanjay Raut also flying back to Mumbai. So I think important development there, Niranjan. More developments on the way when these 9 other MLAs of Maharashtra who are en route to Surat and they reach there and confabulate with the rest. So we will know by that time what happens. We already know that Eknath Shinde is going to address media in a couple of hours. I think by that time we would have absolute clarity on how stable Maharashtra government led by Uddhav Thackeray is.
26 inside the Surat resort, 9 of them are en route, and the numbers that the BJP wanted, the magic number that they wanted, they felt that if they had 35, that would keep them in a comfortable zone, even in case the anti-defection kicks in. So with these MLAs, they'll have enough numbers on the floor of the house. So if they have 26 inside the hotel in Surat, Gujarat, BJP ruled state, you saw the police cover there. In fact, some details also coming in of how these MLAs moved at midnight, post-midnight, in the wee hours of the morning, at 1 or 2 o'clock. All of them, after this MLC election debacle, they decided enough is enough, and they just dashed for Surat, led by Eknath Shinde, went to a hotel, well guarded, fortified, 35 MLAs. 35 MLAs is what they have. Look at this. 26 are inside the hotel. Could you imagine? 26 inside a hotel from the Mahavikas Aghadi Alliance. And just to give you a little bit in a nutshell of what is going on, yesterday the Maharashtra government lost the MLC election, primarily also because they couldn't gather their numbers, they couldn't keep their parties together. Congress party in complete disarray. Congress party voted against Congress party. The first preference candidate lost to the second candidate. The second preference candidate won, which means Congress backstabbed Congress, and a Dalit leader lost to ensure that someone who is influential comes up, he's elected to the MLC, and I'm talking about Bhai Jagtap. So the Congress is in a complete mess. The Congress is beating right now. The Congress the Congress leaders are saying, I am responsible, yes, we've messed up, and they're agreeing that things are not going well, and they're now wondering whether what is going on in this alliance now. That is the Congress. Sharad Pawar knows things are not well. He knows his alliance with the Congress is not really in perfect shape right now, not in perfect shape. But he's rushing back because he wants to keep the government stable. And secondly, what an irony. Yesterday, Owaisi called for a meeting on the presidential polls. I'm not sure that meeting is going to happen. You had Mamta call a meeting. Look at the overall state of affairs in India right now. Mamta Banerjee called a meeting for the presidential polls, wanted Pawar to be the president, said no. Wanted Farooq Abdullah to be the president, said no. Gopal Krishna Gandhi said no, he doesn't want to fight. And here, Pawar called for a meeting on the presidential elections yesterday. And that meeting was supposed to be held today. So desperate is the opposition that they even dialed smaller parties like the AIMIM, which has 1 or 2 MLAs here in Maharashtra. Pawar personally dialed Owaisi to come and be a part of this meeting. So it also tells you, somewhere in the back of his head, Pawar knew that the situation is flexible. As of this minute, Owaisi's MLAs, 1 or 2 of them, are not with the Mahavikas Aghadi alliance. So every MLA will now count. I think in the larger scheme of things, this is how it's going to work out, because every MLA will now count if this is what plays out. If 35 MLAs are disqualified, if push comes to shove, the halfway mark comes down in the Maharashtra Assembly. 288 minus 35 would be about 253. The halfway mark comes down, 253. The halfway mark comes down, and you will need about 126, 127. The BJP yesterday was able to prove 133. 133 voted for the BJP yesterday. So it's, in a nutshell, if you're watching this, that's what's going to happen. Halfway mark comes down to about 253. 253 will be the total number if they're disqualified. 288 minus 35 would be 253. 253 at the halfway mark will be about 126, 127. BJP has proven 133 yesterday, which means BJP has the numbers. If Eknath Shinde decides, he will back the BJP. Now, if you're wondering what's going on, it's a repeat of what happened in Karnataka a few years back. And it's exactly the same situation that's playing out in Maharashtra. Many would, political observers, Alisha's back with me right now. Okay, let me go across to Alisha and get the ground update. Alisha, Eknath Shinde is going to address a news conference. We're all standing by for that news conference anytime now. Eknath Shinde should be speaking. But what is very, very worrying for this government in Maharashtra is that 3 ministers, including Eknath Shinde, are at that hotel in Surat.
Niranjan, it's very important to understand, because this is happening for the first time where the Shiv Sena is getting, rebellion. Earlier we saw in 2019 election where the NCP and the Congress MLAs was getting rebellion, but Shiv Sena was very firm about their MLAs, and they were like they won't be able to go anywhere. But this is the time where we see that the minister itself, the sitting minister, Eknath Shinde, has been leading the rebellion MLAs without any getting information or without even giving a hint to anyone. He already left for Surat with 11 MLAs at first to Surat in hotel, and after which now what we know that there are 26 MLAs along with Eknath Shinde in Le Meridian Hotel in Surat, and 9 are on the way. So in total, they have 35 MLAs. In total, there are 35 MLAs, including the 4 ministers. That is Eknath Shinde, Gulab Rao Patil, Abdul Sattar, and Shambhu Raje Desai, who is MOS home. So all these 4 ministers were already present at Surat, and there are 9 more who has already been on their way to reach. And of course, everyone has been looking into the press conference that is going to be held in Surat, where Eknath Shinde is going to speak to media from any time from now. Because what has been said that Eknath Shinde, whose phone was not reachable, and Milind Narvekar, who is a very close aide of Uddhav Thackeray,